So the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S are both out. I got a chance to play around with both yesterday, and I came away pleasantly surprised with both. So if you have an iPhone 5, you didn't miss out on much, but if you don't have one, let me tell you. So the first one I got to see was the iPhone 5C. And, I came in with those kind of preconceived notions that the phone was cheap, entry-level phone, but it's basically replacing the iPhone 5. Same internal components except for a additional sensor on the camera, which gives you better low-light photos, photography, pictures, camera, record, whatever you want to call it. And you get a slightly larger battery. Now, the thing is that surprised me. The part that I was most surprised about was the plastic case. I thought it was going to be cheap and I could twist it and it was going to break and snap and all that stuff. But it's a really thick, hardy, glossy, pretty case. Like, I was surprised at how gorgeous the phone looks. It didn't look cheap at all. So you pick it up. Like I said, they had a variety of colors. The one I saw was like a bright yellow. It wasn't a fingerprint magnet, so when you touched it, you didn't see fingerprints all over the place. It's really thick. Now, I compared it to the iPhone 5 because a friend of mine, she has one, and it's a little thicker than the iPhone 5. It's a little heavier than the iPhone 5. So I would recommend that phone. If you do not have the iPhone 5, then I would go with that. If you have an iPhone 5, you better not trade for that because the iPhone 5 still looks better. It's just I was surprised at how good the plastic case looked. And the other thing was it's pretty sturdy as well. I tried scratching it with my key, and it takes a bit of force on there for you to actually be able to put any kind of nicks or scratches on the case. So definitely, if you do not have an iPhone 5, then I would recommend it for you. If you do, you keep what you got. The other one is I tried out the iPhone 5S, and again, that is the fastest phone on the market right now. iPhone 5S uses the 64-bit A7 chip, which is the first cell phone to run a 64-bit chip. To put it in perspective, gaming consoles just now broke the 64-bit barrier. Xbox 360, PS3 are both 32-bit consoles. The Xbox One and the PS4 are both 64-bit consoles. The only difference is 32-bit you can only use up to 4 gigs of RAM, whereas 64-bit goes from 4 on up. So the only difference is RAM. Now, as far as how does it translate in the phone, everything that I saw when I ran the internet test from the iPhone 5C to the iPhone 5S, the iPhone 5S was lightning fast. It popped up apps. They had Angry Birds on there, Temple Run I tried out, and again, the load times were much quicker on the iPhone 5S. Now, the 64-bit chip, as far as what it does in the future, this is probably the first step they're taking towards laptop functionality on your phone. All right. Now, I don't think they're really actually going to get that close until, not for at least another couple of years, at least until cell phones break the 4 gig RAM barrier. Right now, I think the Galaxy Note 3 has 3 gigs, but for the time being, you're not going to see those really information intensive programs like you would see on your laptop. But for what you're going to be doing on your cell phone, it's really quick. I'm telling you, it's probably the fastest phone that I've seen so far. The only downside that I saw was that since you're going to be running 64-bit apps, they're normally going to be a lot larger file sizes than the 32-bit apps that you've been running before. So if you get the same game, 32 bits versus 64-bit, the 64-bit app is going to be much bigger, and that doesn't even mean that it's going to be faster. But I loved it. It was fast. It was quick. Get it.
It is a beautiful day to